Yeah, good times and great music at 2NURFM 103.7. Every Wednesday we catch up with our exercise physiologist. He is here for the catching up purposes. Mark Oswald, good morning to you, sir. Today you want to have a look at, trying to move things that can't be moved.
Because you've forgotten what I called it, haven't you?
No, I'm just giving you the big intro. So we're going to sort of butt up against things that can't move, and it'll help us as it just flows back
Well,
through.
we're going to talk about the power of isometric exercises.
Mm-hmm.
So basically an isometric exercise is when you apply a force against a movable object and you create muscle activation and tension without movement around the specific joint.
So up against things like walls, for example.
Yeah, up against a wall is a perfect example, and one of the things that it's really beneficial for, and I see a lot of, is people with shoulder bursitis. So people will get this scan, they'll get a scan, they'll get a diagnosis. I've lost my words for a moment. So they get a diagnosis and go, hey, I've got bursitis, which basically means that every time they move their arm forward or out to the side, they'll get a grabbing or a pinching pain. And
so it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. It's really uncomfortable, and because it's an inflammatory condition, it's there when you wake up, it's there when you go to bed. And then what happens is people stop using their arm because it does hurt to move, and then they start to lose strength and function, which then perpetuates this inflammation, and so it just becomes this chronic condition that doesn't go anywhere, and then they start looking at getting injections and going down that rabbit hole. And so there's some really easy exercises that you can do in the shower, you can do while the kettle's boiling. They're pretty simple to do.
All right, so if we're having that problem with the shoulder, with the arm and everything, give us a couple of examples.
All right, so we'll talk about it. So basically, they're most comfortable positions with the arm hanging down by your side. So if you literally just have your arm at 90 and 90, so hanging down by your side and sticking straight out, you literally walk.
I don't know why I'm doing it,
because it's good for you.
I don't have a problem with my shoulder, I think.
Yeah, but if you think
I'm okay.
like, no, you'll be
I'm
fine.
good.
So locked into your side, 90 and 90, you literally walk up to the wall and you push your fist in towards the wall. Now you can have a cushion, a pillow, a soccer ball, anything that's kind of just has a little bit of give in it. And you apply a force by pushing in towards the actual wall itself, as if you're trying to extend your arm out. And then hold it for about 5 seconds, relax for 5 seconds, do it 10 times, and you'll actually feel all of the muscles within the shoulder start to work. But there'll be no pain, there'll be no discomfort, it won't create any aggravation. And then if you think about it, the arm moves in multiple directions, so we just literally do it in 6 different positions. So you push forward, and then you turn around towards the wall, so you're side on, you push out, and then you turn away, so you're facing away, you push back, you get a pillow, squeeze it like a bagpipe.
Yep.
And then the other one is classic internal and external rotation. So if your arm's down by your side, you literally rotate out, rotate in with the elbow tucked in. But you just have that force, so you're not actually moving the arm, but you're moving in the direction of what you would be doing.
I kind of liken this a little bit to how swimming helps some folks, because you're still getting everything you need to fire up, in this case those muscles in the arm, but removing that one element that's giving you the pain.
Yeah, which is gravity. Gravity is quite challenging at times when you start to get muscle deterioration and weaknesses. So, yeah, an isometric exercise is a fantastic way to start to regain the strength, because all bursitis is an inflammation of the bursa, which is coming from poor shoulder mechanics, and poor shoulder mechanics will come from weaknesses in the muscles. So we strengthen the muscles, we improve the mechanics, we unload the bursa, and bing, bang, boom, your shoulder problem goes away in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. And how long do you reckon generally, I know we're generalising, but before you may actually noticeably see some or feel some changes?
Yeah, look, if you're doing it every day for, as I said, 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off 10 times, and you're doing that every day through all 6 directions, like within 4 weeks, and probably some muscle releases, but that's another topic, you can have notable differences in around 4 to 6 weeks. With the asterisks of, if you're coming to see me and it's been 18 months and you haven't done anything about it and you've got all the wrong treatment, it'll probably take a bit longer. But look, any notable changes in function generally take around 8 to 12 weeks before you go about your normal day and go, oh, wow, that didn't hurt.
Always a catch, isn't it? Mark, it's always a pleasure. But having said that, you'll be right by Christmas.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You'd be right by Christmas and you'd be throwing the cricket ball around in the backyard cricket with the kids. So
All right, sounds pretty good, mate. We'll talk to you next week.
I will be here.
Here he is, our exercise physiologist, Mark Goswell. If you have a question for him, you can shoot an email, askmark@2NURFM.com.